Please listen carefully.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? How you feeling today? Welcome to Splendid. This is episode number 8. I found myself some key lime. Key lime LaCroix? I've never seen this shit before. I don't know if it's new or if I just haven't noticed it before, but this shit is delicious. It's fucking way good. Still convinced something's up with LaCroix. But whatever. For now, it keeps me hydrated. So. And hydration's really important, you guys. Do y'all drink enough water? I don't. I try to make a point to. It's really important. And it's not that hard, really. You just fucking fill up a glass of water, chug that shit down, get it on in there. I just don't think to. I forget. So these kind of save me a little bit because I don't know. They're yummy and I'm kind of addicted to them now. So it gets me my waters. Gets that waters into my body. So I have this nice little morning routine, I suppose, I've got going on right now. It's making me feel pretty good. I figure I'd share it with y'all. Maybe you can take bits and pieces and add it into your morning routine. See if it helps give you some more energy or make you feel good. So I'll wake up. I'll be lying in bed, right? I'll stretch me tight mussies. And I'll do some breathing exercises. Now, I know I've talked before about breathing and the importance of breathing, really, and how we kind of don't, it's not something that we think about. Our body automatically does it, so we're not super, aware. We're not conscious of our breathing a lot of times. Really, the rule of thumb, and I try and keep this in mind and think about it throughout the day. You want to be breathing at about 4-second intervals. So breathe in for 4 seconds, as deep as you can, down into your tummy for 4 seconds, and then out for 4 seconds. And that's just kind of basic breathing. That's how we should be breathing. Instead of breathing super shallow and up in your shoulders and neck. So I'll start the day off with breathing. Because when you do breathing exercises, it really gives you a nice boost of energy, and it makes your body alkaline and ready for shit, ready for the day. So what I'll do is I'll do about 30 or 40 really deep breaths. And if you want to do this, if you want to try this right now, you can. Or just whenever. But I suggest you're lying down for this because it kind of makes you lightheaded. So don't do it while you're driving or in the water because you might pass out and drown, which would be bad, and I don't want to kill you. So yeah, lying down somewhere, just in a comfortable position, 30 or 40 times, deep breath. Like that. Do it 30 or 40 times. You'll start to feel tingly. You'll feel tingles all over your body. You might get a little lightheaded. That's cool. That's what you want. You feel the energy flow going on. And after you've done that 30 or 40 times, take a deep breath out. All the way out. and hold your breath. Which I know is a little bit counterintuitive, because if you try and hold your breath, normally we take a deep breath in, right? And then hold it as long as we can with the breath in. But this, you breathe all the way out. So you've given your body so much oxygen. It's already oxygenated. So when you breathe out, it's going to be using those stores, right? So take a deep breath out after the 30 or 40 deep breaths, and then hold your breath as long as you can. And I guarantee, well, I guess I can't guarantee, I don't know what sort of shape you're in or what shape your lungs are in, but you're at least going to hit a minute, probably about a minute and a half. Once you feel like you can't hold your breath anymore, take a deep breath in and hold it for 15 seconds and then let it out. I do that 3 times in the morning when I'm laying down. And by the second, third time you do that, you'll be holding your breath for damn near 2 minutes. I've gotten up to 3 minutes. You just kind of relax. Close your eyes, hold your breath, and you'll be surprised how long you can hold your breath for. You'll notice after doing this, you'll get up and you'll have this kind of like pep in your step. It gives you a bunch of energy. So I start with that, and then I'll put on me running shoes and I'll go for a little jog, a 20-minute jog. Nothing hardcore, nothing, I ain't trying to set any records or nothing, but I'm just getting out and I'm moving my body. I'm getting those endorphins out, and releasing dopamine and all the feely goods, all the feely good chemicals. And really, we need to be moving our bodies more. It's like the number one treatment for depression is exercise. Mind and body, they are connected. If you think back to our ancestors and shit, do you think any of those motherfuckers were depressed? Probably not, because they were running around all the fucking time in survival mode. They had no time to think about a bunch of shit to get them down. So it's in our DNA. We need to move around and exercise. Move your body around. So I'll go for a run. Just a nice little stroll, throw on some music, throw on a podcast, and enjoy the outside for a little bit. And then upon returning from the run, I'll hop into a shower, a cold shower. And I've talked about the benefits of the cold shower before, but I'll stay in that shower for about 10 minutes. And the cold shower wakes you up as well. That'll wake your ass right up. If you're not already awake, that'll seal the deal on that. It's also really good for muscle recovery, so you won't get as sore after running. It's good for inflammation in the body. And we all know that inflammation is essentially just disease. Like that's how you get sick, is inflammation in the body. Cancer, the common cold, everything is just some form of inflammation in the body. And then I'll do about 20 minutes of meditation, which again, meditation is just sitting there and focusing on your breathing and making sure that you are breathing, correctly and getting enough oxygen into you. And it calms you right down. And I know there's kind of a lot of people think that meditation is you're supposed to clear your mind, and some people don't think that they can do that. They have too much shit going on up here. But what I say is let all that shit play out. This is a good chance for you to sit and think and allow yourself to think and just kind of observe all your thoughts. Because when we're living our day-to-day lives, we're kind of just going about our stuff, and then we have all these thoughts going on up there anyway. Subconsciously, we're thinking all the time. But what meditation is good for is being able to just chill and look at those thoughts and actually observe those thoughts, so you can think about them and kind of step away and look at what's going on. And you'll find, especially the longer that you meditate, you'll find that these thoughts will go crazy in your head, and you'll think about all these things, including the things that stress you out. But they fight each other. These thoughts just fight, and they go crazy in your mind, and then eventually they tire themselves out, and your mind gets a little chance to rest eventually, and you will you will mellow out, and your mind does clear. So I try to do that. Think about the things I'm grateful for as well. I've talked about that in a previous podcast. Making sure to stay grateful for what you have and how lucky you are. There could be bad things happening in your life, of course. And you have to allow yourself, to be upset or be sad about things. Don't just be grateful and be like, okay, I'm totally cool now, I'm happy. You can be upset, but just remember to be grateful for what you have as well. So I'll do some meditation and stuff, and then I'll make sure to drink a bunch of water. Just kind of load that shit in, I force it down my gullet. I force it in there. But anyway, that's how I've been waking up, and it's been feeling really good. Been trying to eat better too. I've kind of gone all over the place with how I eat. I've eaten like shit for a long time. There was a couple bad years there where I lived across the street from a 7-Eleven, which is terrible because I just never went grocery shopping. If I was hungry, I would just go to 7-Eleven and get some fucking taquitos or something. Fucking nasty 7-Eleven food, and that's how I would eat. Just when I was hungry, I'd go pick something up there, get some snacks or something, get a soda. Can't be doing that shit anymore, I'm not terribly old, but I'm in my 30s, and I want to be, by the time I'm 40, I want to have my shit kind of figured out, The earlier start I can get, the better, I feel like. So I'm at least trying to just be aware of what I'm eating and trying to make the right decisions. I've fucked around with different diets. I've been a vegan before for like around a year, and that felt pretty good. But you also, I don't know. I had a lot of people telling me that I looked gaunt. It's kind of a hard diet it gets easier. You figure out how to do it, but if you just kind of go into it and you're like, okay, I can't have any meat or dairy. It's kind of hard to navigate the outside world. You can't eat a lot of places, or you don't know what to order at certain places. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like something was missing. I didn't feel super awesome on it. I lacked some sort of energy there. So it didn't feel super awesome. I felt better just morally, because there's the whole animal love for animals side of it. And I don't like the fact that I'm a hypocrite a little bit. I eat meat now, but like if I was to meet a cow or a pig or a sheep or whatever the fuck, there's no way I'd be able to kill that thing to eat it. They're cute. I fucking like them. And they're fucking dogs, man. They're just dogs. They're just another animal that's super sweet and smart. Well, pigs especially are smart. And I just fucking, I myself wouldn't be able to kill one to eat it. So, but I'm taking the shitty way about it. The shitty way around and just buying them already hacked up so they don't have a face on them, and I'm just eating them that way. But man, what can you do? I don't want to go back to being full vegan. So what I've been doing is I've just been eating a lot of vegetables and meat, not from fucking McDonald's, not, I try as best I can to buy meat locally. There's a butcher shop down the road, local butcher shop, and I try as best I can to get meat from there. And so right now I'm just trying to eat mainly vegetables and meat and eggs, and that's it. Just no crap, no other stuff, no other random shit. Like refined carbs and stuff. So like no pasta and bread and stuff, because that shit isn't good for you. That shit causes a bunch of inflammation in your body as well. And chronic inflammation is just gonna fuck you eventually. You're gonna have all sorts of health problems. So, I try my best. It's whatever. Yeah, I've railed fucking like half a pack of Chips Ahoy cookies today. So I'm only human, you guys. And I've got this sugar problem right now. When you stop drinking, your body's like, where's all the fucking sugar? And so you start craving other things. You start craving cookies and pie and brownies and shit. So I'm still kind of railing cookies, but I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying to cut it down. And I'm not telling you how to eat. Eat however you want. This is just how I feel. This is how I've felt best, I suppose. And there's so much research out there. I did a bunch of research when I was vegan about how animal protein affects the body, and apparently that's not good for you. And there's gonna be so much stuff out there on the internet, and so much stuff that you can research about different diets, and they're gonna say it's bad or it's good or whatever. But I just say fuck around with it until you feel good, because that's really all that matters, right? If your body feels good and your energy levels are high, you'll know when you're eating right. And so I've noticed that eating mostly veggies and then occasionally some meat has felt awesome for me. So it feels good. And I'm trying to eliminate as much random shit as I can. If something has 1,000 ingredients on it, it's probably not awesome for you. So anyway, I'm still kind of fucking... I've got the heebs a little bit. I've got the heebs. Being in my house right now, I kind of have the heebie-jeebies. Because I had this dream last night. Just last night, so it's super fresh in my mind. So I'm in my house and I'm chilling on my couch, not really doing anything. I'm looking at my TV. My TV is off. It's just a black screen. And I remember thinking, like, ooh, the reflection in the TV is creepy. Like, reflections are always creepy, right? Like, there could be someone in there. There's always someone in a reflection. some intruder that you don't want there is going to be in the reflection. So I remember just looking in the reflection of the TV and being creeped out by it, but nothing was in it. And then I get up off my couch and I walk to my hall closet, which has a mirror on the door. And I'm looking in the mirror and I can see the reflection. My TV is in, like, I can see my TV in the reflection of the mirror. So therefore I can see the reflection of the TV in the reflection of the mirror. And in the reflection of the reflection, I could see a lady sitting on my couch, right next to where I was sitting. I was scared. Naturally, that's fucking freaky. So I see this girl sitting there. And I go out and I check the couch, can't see anyone there. There's nobody there. All right, if this was real life, I'm gone. I'm fucking out. You can have the place, lady. It's all yours. Take all my stuff. Whatever, you can have it. Just don't kill me. But I'm fucking out. And I would be out and I would drive my car somewhere and never return. But, you know, dreams, whatever, they work a little bit differently than real life. So I go and I check the couch, no one's there. I look in the TV reflection, there's no one there. But then I go back to the mirror and I can see it. So again, it's the reflection of the reflection. I can see someone sitting on the couch. So my answer to my solution to this is that I took the mirror off of the door and just set it down on my couch and just kept looking at it and saw her in the reflection. You know, her reflection is there. And I just kept an eye on her. Like, that's why I left it there, was so I could keep an eye on her. She's sitting right next to me on the couch. And I'll just keep an eye on her, make sure she doesn't make any sudden moves or get all crazy. So I tried talking to her. I tried touching her. She's not there. I can't feel her physically. I'm trying to say stuff. She's not responding. She's just sitting there. It's just a silhouette of a lady. I can't see any features or anything like that. It's just a dark silhouette. So the dream kind of fast forwards to me in bed. And I'm lying down in bed. I don't know how I got up the fucking balls to go to bed. Again, I would have fucking bounced. But I'm in bed. And I'm just chilling, and she has materialized, I guess, and is in the corner of my room. I'm in my bed, on my back, and I can't move. I have like sleep paralysis or some shit, so I can't move, but I can look around, and I'm looking in the corner, and she's just standing in the corner, doing nothing, just standing over there. Fucking creepy. Eventually she gets into bed next to me. She crawls into bed and gets into bed next to me. And she starts talking. She's like, so she lets me know that she's a demon. She is in fact a demon. And if I get with anyone else for the rest of my life, she's going to kill me. So, looks like I'm taken, y'all. I ain't trying to get murdered. I ain't trying to die. So, you know what? Looks like I got a girly for life. A fucking demon girlfriend for the rest of my life. So, that was the end of the dream, but fucking weird. The creepiest part was her just chilling in the corner while I'm lying there and can't move. That's no good. I wonder what dating her is going to be like. There's going to be a whole new set of challenges for me. How do you date a ghost demon? Just gonna have to relearn everything all over again. Remember dating as a dating as a small child? You know, like elementary school, middle school, when you're like first kind of coming into realizing romance and like being interested in the opposite sex or same sex, whichever, and just the awkwardness that ensued. The courtship, just the weird courtship of 7 and 8 year olds. There's a lot of passing notes back and forth, and you know, will you be my girlfriend? And then you'll get like a Y or an N answer, and then you'd be dating, but like you really wouldn't talk to each other because it's fucking awkward. You'd just kind of tease each other during recess and call it good. You'd have to do all these weird things, like you'd talk, like their friends would set you up, and you'd have to like pass notes to their friends. And so in elementary school, this is not a brag by any means, because I was a fucking kid and I didn't know what I was doing, but it just so happened that in elementary school I was kind of popular. And I remember there was like 4 girls that wanted to be my girlfriend, and there was this whole fucking fiasco where they're like vying for my attention or some shit, and they're like giving me gifts and things, and you know, their friends are pulling me aside at recess and trying to like, you know, give me a pitch for why I should choose their friend. And it eventually became this thing where I was like, okay, this Friday afternoon lunch, we're all going to meet at the tire swing, and I'm going to make my decision. I like made this big fucking thing, and everyone's chilling at the tire swing at recess. I get up on the tire swing and I'm like, all right. There's now the moment you've all been waiting for. I choose Caitlin. Other girls ran away and were crying and shit and very upset. What the fuck is that? What is that? It's just weird kid stuff. Really weird little kid stuff. I just have no idea what dating is, and you're just kind of like doing doing that weird shit. And every single relationship lasts, well, you know, a week. A week to a month if you're lucky. I actually went to Caitlin's birthday party. That was cool. That was my first like real date. I was in 5th grade. And so we went to a like a theme park. They had a bunch of rides and stuff. And fucking first ride we go on is this thing called the spider. It's got 8 legs, and at the end of each leg is a little pod that spins around independently. So the whole thing spins, and then the pods spin as well, and it tilts, and fucking you're just spinning a lot. There's a lot of spinning going on. A lot of dizziness being caused. I didn't get nauseous or throw up or anything, if that's what you're thinking where this is going. But we get into the little pod. They strap us in. The ride starts, and we start tilting. And as soon as the thing spins around and we're facing downward, a whole bunch of vomit from a previous rider comes spilling out from underneath the seat. And so it's just sloshing around this fucking pod as we're spinning around, and it's getting all the fuck over us. Oh, and what do? You're a kid. I didn't yell to like stop the ride or anything. We just had to be terrified as we got spew all over our legs and pants and shit. Just nice, chunky, hot vomit. It was a nice, hot summer day. So it had the real strong aroma. So that pretty much wrecked that whole date. That date went awry real quick, and we broke up soon after. It's too dramatic. Can't come back from that. Oh boy. The young kid dating. Remember the first movie I ever went to with a girl. And I was a little bit older. I think I was in 8th grade. And dude, I was such an introvert. Like I had such a hard time talking to these people that were apparently, my girlfriend. I was no good at it. I was bad at talking. So a lot of my dating experience was just fucking kind of awkward and weird. We went and saw a movie, and I remember thinking, well, I should do something, right? Like we're dating, I should hold her hand, maybe. So the movie starts, and I'm like, all right, gonna make my move. The movie was perfect because I didn't have to say anything. That was great for me. We just sit there and not do anything, just watch the movie. But I did decide that I was going to make a little bit of a move because that's what people do, right? They touch each other. Boyfriends and girlfriends do cutesy stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to hold her hand. So I grab her hand. But I'm so fucking nervous that I'm just sweating fucking balls, right? My hands are clammy as shit. My hands are an ocean. And you feel it. I could feel it immediately when I took her hand. I was like, my hands are wet. And she probably feels that shit and is real disgusted by me right now. And I wasn't going to let go. I had to commit. I had to commit to it. So I just held her hand for the whole fucking movie, damn near. And I couldn't even enjoy the movie because my heart was pounding the whole time because I knew I fucked up with the handhold. I knew I was getting her all moist in the wrong area. Not that that's anything that I was thinking about at that age anyway, but yep, I let go later on in the film, and I remember just seeing her go. She starts wiping her hands on her pants like she was disgusted, and it was terrible. So I thought I could make up. I thought I could make up for this by doing the goodbye kiss. I was like, cool, I'll leave with a kiss. I'm going to go in for the kiss, and I'm going to make it the adult kind. I'm going to use my tongue. It's going to be so good that she won't remember the old clam hands. But this was my first kiss, yo, and I haven't practiced. I don't know if y'all practiced. Did you guys practice on anything? You like practice on a mirror or like on your hand or on a fruit? I don't know. I didn't practice on anything. I had no fucking clue what I was doing going into it. But I went in for it, boy, howdy, and it was all teeth. Just fucking teeth clacking together with a little tongue trying to come out, trying to get into the action. But mostly just teeth at play. And it was super fucking bad. And I remember at least calling it out after we were done attempting this horrific act. I called it out and I was like, wow, that was bad. I'm sorry, we'll try that again. We never tried that again. We didn't last very long. I got the old call from the phone call from one of their friends saying that it wasn't going to work out. What was that? It was always the friend. It was always one of their friends that would give you a note or call, give you the phone call, and they're like, yeah, sorry, she's just not that into you. So, anyway, yeah, gonna have a ghost demon girlfriend, guys. I'm off the market. So, Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for rights now. Thanks for joining me. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one.